What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bass and Mill 96. Today we are fishing a lake that I have not been to yet this year, but it has crystal clear water, it has largemouth, it has smallmouth, and we're actually going through quite a bit of a cold front right now, so it's only like 40 degrees outside, but a lot of those fish have already started to push up shallow, so I think that those largemouth and smallmouth are going to be up on the flats. So first spot we're going to start on is a big main lake flat. There's clusters of grass everywhere, but we're going to start here. We're going to start by throwing the jerkbait and searching out some of those bass, trying to get them dialed in for you guys. There we go, first one. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no, it is very small. Oh, it's a crappie, what the heck? All right, I kind of reeled that in like an idiot because I was expecting it to be like a 2-inch bass, but you know what? That's pretty cool. I'll take like a 9-10 inch crappie, that's not bad. We might throw this guy in the live well. First catch of the day on that little Guggen Squad Scout, and we got ourselves like a little, I don't know, 9-inch crappie, not a bad one. I don't know if I'm gonna keep him, but I'm gonna throw him in the live well just in case. We might let him go later. If we catch a few more, then we'll probably keep him. In the live well, buddy. Start that live well up. She has not been ran all year long. First catch of the day, that was like 2 casts in on that little jerkbait though. If we get into a bunch of crappie, we're gonna fill that live well up. You have better believe it. I thought that was gonna be like a 2-inch bass, and lo and behold, we got us a nice little crappie. So what I'm doing is I'm fishing this weed flat right here. It tapers off and drops into about 20 foot of water, but we're only in about 6 foot of water, and there's these little isolated weed clumps all around. And so the very first weed clump that I just pulled up to, jerked the jerkbait right through there and got that crappie. But that is what we were targeting today. Looking for these little weed clumps right on the edge of that deep water. Hopefully there's a few big bass mixed in with those crappie though. Oh, there we go, there we go. I don't know if it's gonna be a bass or a crappie. We're just gonna keep picking apart this weed pile. Dude, we might get in a big school of crappie. What do we got here? Oh yeah, it's a nice crappie. It's a nice crappie, guys. That's like a 10+ incher. Oh my gosh, we're gonna put this one on the bump. We gotta see what we got here. That's a big old crappie. That was like the next cast or 2 casts after that last crappie. We might have him loaded up in this weed pile. Got the old Ego bump board though, guys. If you guys wanna check this out, it's gonna be linked down below. But let's see what we got. Oh my goodness, a 12¼ incher. 12¼ inch crappie. That means the other one's probably like a 10 incher. That's a big old crappie. We're gonna put her in the live well. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting to come out here and be catching crappie. This is gonna be a little pre-spawn jerkbait and lipless crankbait bass fishing video. And the first 2 catches of the day are 2 beautiful crappie. Let's see if there's some more. So what is happening, guys, is in the springtime, the crappie, they move up shallow to spawn, and usually they stick onto either some brush, any sort of piece of cover like a dock, or what we're fishing today is a nice little weed bed, and that's where they spawn. And so we might have a big old school of spawning crappie right here in front of us. So we're gonna keep picking this apart. Try to catch us a few more, but a nice 12¼ incher, like come on. You can't ask for something better than that. There, oh, do we got it? We got it, we got him. We got him. She like knocked slack in the line. What do we got? Oh my goodness, guys, we got the school of crappies. We've got the school of crappies. Let's see, this one's probably the smallest one so far. Let's put this one on the bump. I'd say that first one was bigger than this, and this is an 11 incher. Dude, we've got like all 11 to 12 inch crappie in the live well. That's 3 fish in like 3 minutes. Boys, we've got the crappie. We've got the crappie on deck. Holy smokes, we're loading the live well on the old Guggen Squad jerkbait. You don't even need to use a little crappie jig. You could get out there with some bass jerkbaits. Crappie love jerkbaits in the spring. I catch so many big crappie on jerkbaits in the spring, it's dumb. But we just found them loaded up right in this weed bed. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera or not, like what I'm explaining, but there's this big old weed bed. The water clarity in this lake, I could see down to about 15 foot. And so I could see these weeds from like a mile away. That's why we pulled up right here. And there must just be a bunch of them sitting inside of that weed bed. That's gonna be a fish, I bet, right there. It's gonna be another crappie. Oh, freaking smoked it. That might not be a crappie. That thing clocked it. No, I think it is though. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that. We have got all the crappie in the freaking world. Every single cast. I knew that there was going to be one on that cast too. That was right down the heart of that weed bed. Another like 11-inch crappie. Let's check it. Dude, we're putting the bump board to work today and let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, it's another 11-incher. They're all 11 and 12 inchers too. They're all slabs. 4 crappie in the live well. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get back out there. Next cast. Let's see if we can go like 4 in a row, 5 in a row. It's like every single cast in this weed bed right now. Oh, there we go. Another one. Another one right in the side of the weed bed. Dude, they're all big crappie. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe what's going on right now. I've never got on them like this at this lake. We pull up to the first weed bed and it's just loaded like this. Like legit, I'm not even joking, guys. We came out here to try to catch some smallmouth and largemouth bass and this just turned into a freaking crappie slaying video. I'm really glad I tossed that first one in the live well too, because I was like, you know, it's probably just gonna be a random one. And thank God we did, because we're catching them like every cast. We are loading the boat with old paper lips right there. That is number 5, I want to say. All right, so we have like 5 crappie in the live well right now, guys. I was not expecting this to be a crappie fishing video. I've caught a few in here, but really nothing too crazy. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start picking apart all these different weed beds. This big main one that we just caught like 5 crappie out of is not producing anymore, but there's like 10, 20 weed beds all across this flat. So we're gonna go give them all a go. We still might catch some bass. I don't know why there wouldn't be bass up here. So we could catch bass, pike, crappie, who the heck knows at this point, but we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep trying to find some fish, so stay tuned, guys. Here's another big weed bed. That's about the size of the one that we were catching this crappie out of. Let's see if they're loaded up here. Oh, there we go, there we go. I was literally about to make another cast. It feels like a crappie, boys. I literally just said this weed bed looks identical to that one that we just busted them all out of. This one's barely hooked. Oh, there she goes. Another 11, 12-inch crappie. Dude. All right, we found another weed bed though. That one I could literally see that one as it was skiing in. It was barely hooked, but I'm sure that there's a nice little cluster of them. This weed bed is just as big as that last weed bed. We caught 5 or 6 out of the first weed bed, so hopefully they're stacked up. First bite, literally called it. Looks too good, too juicy, boys. We're gonna catch another crappie. Oh, there we go. She smoked it. She knocked slack in the line. Another big old crappie. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Get in the boat. Yes, sir. Another freaking 11-inch crappie right there. Had that thing head first. But like I was saying, pull up to another weed bed. We found another juicy looking old grass bed here. Missed the first one and just got the second one like 2 casts later. Just letting us drift right past it so we could get on the back side with this wind blowing. And we're gonna pick this thing apart. Oh, there we go. While we're sitting here fishing this weed bed, I might as well just kind of go over the setup that I'm using today, guys. This is my jerkbait setup, usually used for bass, but today we're using it for crappie. It is a 6'9" medium action Fox River rod. Whenever I'm throwing a jerkbait, I really want something between like 6'6" and 6'10". Anything longer than that, then you're hitting yourself in the side. The rod tip's hitting the side of the boat or smacking the water. So definitely a shorter rod. The 6'9" is perfect for me. Oh, there we go. Got another one. Oh, that might be a bass or a big crappie. Hold up. I'll get into the reel and stuff in a second, guys. What do we got here? Is it a bass or a big old crappie? Oh, it's a rock bass. What the heck? It's a giant one. That is a freaking big old rock bass. I was gonna say, that felt a little bit different than those little crappie that we've been catching, but we'll take him too, I guess. Nice, like, I don't even know, close to a 12-inch rock bass. But as I was saying here, nice 6'9" rod. You want that shorter stick. And then I have a Lew's Mach 2 reel. It's a really lightweight bait caster, really easy to cast jerkbaits around, because if you don't have the right reel when you're throwing a jerkbait, you're gonna have a heck of a time getting a lot of backlashes and stuff. So definitely want to make sure you have something that could sling those lighter baits around. And then I like throwing my jerkbaits on 12-pound fluorocarbon line, and this is Seagar and Vizix line. So that's what we're rocking today, and we obviously have the Guggen Squad Scout on there, tearing up the crappie and the rock bass. Let's get back to the fishing, try to catch some big old crappie. And maybe, like I said, I don't know, I never would have expected them to cut a rock bass either. Today is just gonna be a weird day. It's one of those weird days. We're just out here fishing, trying to figure some stuff out and catching all sorts of weird stuff. There we go. Oh, there we go. What do we got? This one is either gonna be like another rock bass or a largemouth or a big old crappie. Oh, it's another crappie. Come on, stay pinned, stay pinned, stay pinned, baby. Get in the boat. That's a big one. That's a big one, dude. We're gonna put that one on the bump. I bet that one's gonna be another like 12-inch crappie. Oh my gosh. That felt so big. I thought it was gonna be a bass for a second there. Or another rock bass. That's gotta be about a 12-incher. Mouth closed on the bump board there. That's a 12 1/4-inch crappie. Check that out. Right there, 12 1/4. Big old slabs, big old slabs. Slab daddy crappie. Check out this live well right now. Look at those crappie. We've got them freaking lit up. That is crappie number 5 out of this second little weed bed here. So the first one we caught 5 crappie out of. We found this one and we've had 5, but we actually only landed 3 of them. And then plus 1 bonus rock bass. There we go. Oh, here we go. I think we got a bass on finally, boys. We do. It's a little largemouth to start the day off. Just moving along this flat here, trying to find another big old grass pile because seems like you get 5 fish out of each grass pile and then that's it. I really haven't found any other ones since then either, so just cruising around, trying to find some grass. Caught a nice little 12-inch bass there, nothing too crazy. Oh, there we go, there we go. Crappie back in this channel. So I saw this channel and I know that it has quite a bit of grass back in it and I've been seeing a bunch of crappie, but that's the first one that we caught so far. This thing came out of nowhere and crushed it. There's actually another one looking at it and I watched this one come over and side swipe the life out of it. I don't know if they're gonna be all smaller back in here. Most of the ones I've been seeing have been like 5 to maybe 10 inches tops. This one's probably like a 9-incher, but it's probably the smallest one that we caught so far. All those ones out in the main lake were definitely bigger, so we'll mess around a little bit back in here, try to catch a few more. This one is definitely still a keeper. It's not like a really bad crappie. It's easily, let's toss on the bump. Oh my goodness, I am underestimating all these crappie. That's a 10.5-incher right there, and I think that that might be the smallest one that we have today, literally. That is nuts, but a lot of crappie back in this channel. Gonna try to catch a few more, and then we'll probably head back out to the main lake. We're gonna wrap up today's video on that note, guys. We never really got on the bass bite, but we did get on a crazy crappie bite and we just kind of ran with it all day long. I don't even know how many we have in the live well. There's probably like 10 to 12 of them and they're all between 10.5 to like 12.5 inches. So really, really fun day catching crappie out there. That Guggen Squad Scout put them to freaking work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Usually my videos are bass fishing videos, so if that's what you guys were expecting, I'm sorry that you guys had to watch me catch a bunch of little panfish, but more bass fishing stuff in the very near future. We post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure that you guys are subscribed and you guys are staying tuned because it's about to be bed season. You guys saw me catch a few fish on beds, but it's about to be full-blown bed season here in Michigan. And I got some really cool ideas. So stick around, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching today's video and I will catch you guys in the next one.